India cannot alter Chinese behavior solely through private boycotts and government quarantines. India needs to couple those economic measures with diplomatic action. Here are the diplomatic choices. 1. Isolate the lethal line of actual controlled battle as a confined confrontation, or frame it as illustrative of a global strategic threat posed by the Chinese Communist Party of President Xi Jinping. The first option means Prime Minister Narendra Modi focuses on the Indian electorate and negotiates directly with President Xi. The second option obliges the Prime Minister to emerge as a grand peacemaker on the world stage. Here too, India should pursue both choices if the Prime Minister cares not to be bullied. The Prime Minister must persuade President Xi that it's different this time. The world regards the status quo at the LAC as untenable. In so doing, Mr. Modi should learn from John F. Kennedy and the October 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. President Kennedy disproved his domestic critics who faulted him for being too soft to handle Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev. JFK knew a Soviet Security Council veto would render collective security action under the United Nations Charter impossible. Similarly, a Chinese veto of any Indian resolution on the LAC renders the Security Council irrelevant. So it's the court of world public opinion that Prime Minister Modi must court. Prime Minister Modi's self-defense brief should cover 3 key points. First, the Chinese version of events fails to rebut India's resort to self-defense. Indian troops might have unwittingly traversed the LAC when forced to fight. Second, India's work in Ladakh is legitimate. It is developing infrastructure for dual civilian and military use, but not such that it would give India enhanced offensive military capabilities that would alter the balance of power at the LAC. And third, thousands of Chinese troops are in the Galwan Valley. The presence of those troops is an effort to intimidate India into submitting to what President Xi decides India can do on Indian soil. Prime Minister Modi must press these advantages, yet he's already misstepped. He's failed to realize the strength of his legal position. In October 1962, China took advantage of the world's focus on the Cuban Missile Crisis to launch an unprovoked war against India. Now, these events have occurred as the world suffers with the COVID-19 pandemic. Exercising its economic and diplomatic options, India can galvanize the world's attention and maybe resolve a long-standing problem. For more, read my On Point column only on BloombergQuint.